Hello guys, welcome back to Simulated Heaven. I wanted to show you this game, Formula Truck. I pre-ordered this game, so therefore I get like a pre-release version of the game. This is not the finished version of the game, but it's what they call a pre-release version. It's already been updated to 1.1. So I thought I would just do a quick video to show you guys my first impressions of this game. This is obviously a truck racing simulator game. It's made by a company called Reiza Studios, and they made one of my favorite racing sims of all time, Game Stock Car 2012, which I believe is one of the most underrated sim games ever, because it never really got that popular, but I find it amazing. Like, yeah, so I as soon as I heard about Formula Truck, then obviously I wanted to try it because of how much I enjoyed their other work, you know. Reiza Studios, they used to be a modding team on R Factor, so then they have turned into a commercial company. So all of their games so far are based on the G-Motor 1 engine, which is the R Factor 1 engine. So I'm going to go into a single race, into Lagos. As you can see, there's lots of different trucks here. I'm going to choose the Volkswagen. Now, the modelling on the trucks, as you can see, is amazing. Really amazing. Like, really high quality, amazing stuff. Let's accept that. And so I can, basically, I'm just going to run a lap or so you can see what the game is like, and then I'm going to kind of explain on the fly how I feel about this game. So we're just loading in now. The game is working fine with my Thrustmaster T500 RS. The feel of the force feedback is amazing. In all their games that they have made, they've had really amazing force feedback and really amazing feelings when you are driving. This is exactly the same. Basically, I had to slightly tinker with some of the options, the control options. So I believe what I did was I just had to increase the force feedback strength, and also when it first loaded the T500 RS, it had this right down to -100. So I had to put that to +100. I have the force feedback effects on medium, and it's already very, very strong. The only other thing I had to do is I had to assign the different levers for shifting up and shifting down. For some reason they were reversed. I don't know why, but they were reversed for some reason. Okay, so here I am in a practice. Let's just start. Now I think the first thing you can see is the interior looks amazing. I mean, if you think about this is an R Factor 1 engine, like the game is running on R Factor 1, like the interior already looks amazing. It looks like a truck, you know, it looks kind of different from a regular racing car or something like that. So let's go. Here we go, people, in the pit lane. So I kind of expected they would have Interlagos. Actually, because of the Reiza Studio games, I've been racing a lot more on Interlagos, so I know this track quite well now. Now you can see that the modelling in the pit lane is amazing. They've got all of the details pretty much sorted here. I mean, I don't know how they manage it, but they are able to cram quite a lot of graphics, you know, quite a lot of detail into this game, you know, even though it is running on the R Factor 1 engine. I think because they know this engine so well, they know how to squeeze every last piece of performance out of it. Okay, so let's go. So even though I'm recording the video, I'm getting a solid 60 FPS because I think I have VSync on. Now, concentrate. Now you need to really slow the vehicle down a lot. You know, the feeling of the handling is way different in a truck than a regular racing car. You have to really anticipate the corners and slow down well in advance. The handling just feels a lot heavier, like a larger object. I mean, these racing trucks have got amazing speed and acceleration. I mean, it's pretty amazing if you consider this is a truck, like a 5-ton truck, and yet you can accelerate so fast. The sounds, as you can hear, the sounds are pretty awesome. The engine sounds, you've got the tyre squealing sounds as well. It's pretty awesome stuff. Oh, I think I kind of overdid that, didn't I? I still have to learn. Like I've only really been playing this for a short amount of time, so I do really need to learn the handling of these trucks a bit better, you know? It's so much different from in a racing car, like I was saying. Okay, so that's one lap. That's the out lap. I mean, I think I'm actually kind of slowing down too early, but that's just because I haven't learned it yet. I suppose hopefully if I can do a bit more track time. Whoops, nearly lost it there. I suppose if I can try to get a bit more track time, then I will hopefully be able to learn it a bit more, kind of get a bit faster. But it feels like you kind of need to go slow in order to go fast in a truck. You can't rush yourself. You see there, look, I just totally went way too fast into that corner. Like, I feel like that you have to really be very careful with your braking points and stuff. It feels amazing. It does feel amazing. It feels like a completely different racing experience, and I don't think there's any other truck racing game out there, so they picked a very good niche for them to cover, because the only other games out there that are truck games, I believe, are mods. I think R Factor 1 had a couple of mods where you can race trucks. Well, so this is the only fully fledged game that I am aware of where you can race trucks. Now I'm really slow. This yellow and green truck is like right behind me. Oh dear, that was not good. Whoa. Okay, kind of messed up there. So yeah, so hopefully this is giving you an idea as to what the game is like. Certainly if you are interested in truck racing and you're interested in a simulator style of game, of course it's a simulator game. It is quite hard actually. I mean, if you haven't really raced a truck in a game before, it is going to take you a little bit of time for you to get used to it. So, okay, let's do a replay, then you can see the modeling of the truck. Now, I mean, I'm always amazed at these Reiza games, because I don't know how they get the R Factor 1 engine looking this good, you know. Because I'm recording, the gameplay does look slightly laggy, ever so slightly, but obviously because I'm recording, quite often R Factor 1 engine games, they don't really like being recorded very much, but when I'm not recording, it's really smooth. One of the good things with it, I think I hit the curb, right? One of the good things about it being based on the R Factor 1 engine is that you get really good frame rates. I mean, obviously I have a modern gaming system, so I can easily run this game really well, which is awesome. So yeah, I mean, this is basically a first impression of this game. I hope to be able to put up some AI races. Usually the AI in Reiza games are usually really good. They usually are able to tweak the R Factor 1 AI and make it really good. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to put some AI races of myself up on this channel. Whoa, a pink truck, look at that. Nice. But certainly I am impressed. This has really lived up to my expectations so far. Obviously I've not played it that much. I kind of expected that this was going to be awesome because, like I said, Reiza's last game, Stock Car 2012, was like one of my favourite racing sim games. Now that game unfortunately didn't have a very big multiplayer community. It was hard for you to find a race online, but again, with that game the AI was very good, so I'm hoping that this is very similar, that even if the multiplayer is kind of quiet, that you can still have a lot of fun racing offline. Anyway, so this is my short video to introduce you guys to this Formula Truck simulator game by Reiza Studios. You can still pre-order the game. It's $24.99 US, which I think is a really reasonable price. I think they realise that they have to have it at a slightly lower price, otherwise they probably won't be able to sell that many copies. I find there's a lot of people out there who, because it's based on R Factor 1 engine, the G-Motor 1 engine, I find there's quite a lot of people out there that seem to almost dismiss the game. It was the same with Stock Car 2012. I found a lot of people, they automatically would say, oh, I've already played hours of R Factor 1. I don't want to play this game, it's just R Factor 1. But the thing is, Reiza are able to add so many customized things, they're able to improve it so much that I would really recommend that you know, at least give it a go. And I think that's why, like I said, why they have made it slightly cheaper, $24.99, because they obviously realise that there is this kind of feeling out there with a lot of sim racers that it's just an R Factor 1 game re-skinned. So maybe they're trying to combat that by offering it at a more competitive kind of price. But like I said, both, well, Stock Car 2012, I spent hours in that game. I completely loved it. This game, so far, my first impressions, it's looking very, very similar. I mean, it is a very similar kind of game, but obviously you are racing around in trucks rather than cars. So I think that really, you know, I have never raced a truck before, so I'm really enjoying the different feeling of racing around in a truck. Anyway guys, I'll say again, thank you for watching the video, and if you have any questions about this game, you can ask me either in the comments or you can send me a personal message. So thank you for watching this introductory video. Hopefully there'll be more on the way when I start playing a bit more. Yes, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.